my name is Lynn Wayon, and for the past 21 years I've had the pleasure of helping children become excellent readers. Many come to see me really struggling with basic literacy skills. With the Solomon method of teaching and the Reading for Sure program, these students go on to be excellent readers and enjoy literacy at school again. This is my first video blog. I've been inspired to begin producing these because of the questions parents keep asking. I thought maybe there are others out there that have the same questions that I might be able to give them some answers to. Many parents of young children phone me and ask, what do I have to do to help my child be a good reader? If they're under 4 years old, it's not making them read words. The steps to literacy start way before the actual reading of words. What parents need to do to build the foundation skills for literacy is surprisingly easy and fun. Play and talk with your child. The more the better. Heard and spoken language build pathways in the brain that are needed for literacy later. Every moment a parent spends with their child from birth should include spoken language. Sing to your child. They don't care if you can hold a tune or not. They are comforted by your voice. This also builds the attachment, which is essential for a child's overall development. Build your child's vocabulary early. Name the things they're playing with. Don't just hand them the toy, but say, oh, here is your fluffy teddy. Try and use good language, with descriptions as well. When dressing them, you could say, oh, let's put your hand in the sleeve. Don't just quickly shove it in and move on. Every moment is a teaching moment. I'm surprised at the number of children, including mid-primary school children, who aren't able to name basic body parts. They can't name their wrist, their elbow, their shoulder. These terms are part of basic body awareness and should be learned by, well, really two. One of the early games I played with my children was helping them learn words by naming parts of their body. We do the change table or something like that. We go, I'm going to tickle your toes. Here I come, tickle, tickle, tickle. Tickle your toes. The kids would laugh, they'd love it. Here, I'm going to get your knee, tickle your knee. Ha ha. Kids loved it. It's a great game to play. It makes the whole, getting them changed. They tend to sit still a bit more with that and try and get off the change table, so you can make your life easier and you're actually teaching them something at the same time. Another way you can build literacy skills is when you're doing household work, housework. When you're moving around, make sure you're saying what you're doing. Oh, mum's vacuuming the floor. Look what mum's doing. She's washing the dishes so you can have nice clean dishes for tea. Even better, if you've got a toddler, get them to be involved in some way. It means it takes you longer, obviously, but there's so many skills they learn. They're learning the vocabulary. They're learning coordination skills by using a sponge or something like that, or picking up toys. And hand-eye coordination is part of that, but also that motor planning. I need to put this here. They've got to plan that in their brain, and that builds up wonderful brain structure, which they will use later for planning when they're writing and all of those things. It also gives them body strength, and body strength is very important if you're going to sit at a desk and learn all day. So those things, normal things that you sort of do every day, actually are really good skills for the child to become part of. If you've got a baby sitting in a bouncer or doing tummy time, talking to them and telling them what you're doing will not only make them feel more soothed because they can hear your voice, but again, their vocabulary is increasing all the time, and that, these are the basic building blocks for learning to read. Lots of games and outings which involve you talking together about what you see and what you're doing increases the child's spoken vocabulary and their understanding of the world around them. Always name the main things you see. Just because they see it doesn't mean they know what the word is when they encounter it later in their reading. For instance, don't just say, look at the duck on the water. Say, look at the duck, or look at the brown duck even. Look at the brown duck on the pond. or on the lake or whatever it is, because then they get to put that word lake with what it looks like, because a lake is different to a pond, is different to a river. I had a 10-year-old who I knew had done lots of travelling with her family, and so I was sure that she'd seen a river and a lake and a creek and all of those things. I actually checked with the parent later and I was right. But she couldn't tell me what the difference between a river and a lake was. She sort of knew that they probably had water, but she couldn't explain it. She'd seen these things, but no one had pointed out to her clearly and named them. You know, that's a lake. You know, a lake is round, it's large. That's a river. Oh, we're crossing over the river. So when it came to understanding the piece of text that we were reading, she really couldn't work out what was going on because she didn't know the difference between a lake and a river. Encourage the curiosity in your child and encourage them to ask questions, because that might have been solved here as well, as she'd ask questions as she was seeing these things. But curiosity is the best gift that you can give your child. It really engages them in the world around them and will engage them at a much greater rate with learning later on. The understanding of the world around them underpins the child's ability to comprehend what they read later. Words are just words, but they need to have meaning as attached to them for the child to make sense of what they're reading. Don't forget, children's play is when they learn, and if you join in, they'll learn even more and you'll have a great time together. Believe me, before you know it, they're all grown up and are off with their friends, or like mine, building their own families. Reading to your child is a wonderful way also of calming them down for sleep at night. It gives you time to quietly enjoy each other's company. They love hearing the sounds of your voice, but don't forget to engage them in the story while you're going. Stop occasionally and ask them what's going on. This means they'll get much more out of reading. So not only will they get the joy of the story, the fun that can be had with reading and the connectiveness with you, but they will also understand that we read for meaning. So reading words, we read words, put together sentences which give us meaning, and that's one of the gifts that you can give your child, is understanding that connection. Because if you do that, they will excel much more with literacy when they're older. Parents, you are wonderful teachers. You're the best teacher for your child. Join in the fun, have fun, play, give them all the information that they want about the world around them. Take the time now, it'll save you heaps of money later. And don't worry, the house cleaning can wait, but your child's brain can't. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope you'll join me next time, where we're going to be talking about how to help your child practice listening skills. So listening for the sounds in words. Have a great day.